Hey, it's Andreas. I've been investing for over 10 years. In today's video, let's explain the 12% drop in the Nikkei index. So this is the Tokyo Stock Exchange. It's the largest companies in Japan. They have a very interesting history. After the Second World War, basically they were an export nation when America needed a success story of capitalism in the West, so they were propped up. They've had some extreme volatility over the years with boom and bust years, and now in recent time they've been struggling with no inflation basically. So we're seeing here in terms of today that they've been having a bull market, and now this fear of slowdown in the market causing this 12% drop. If we just look a bit closer here, we can see, for example, today down 12%, but also over the past month down 22%. So it's quite bad in terms of performance now for the Nikkei. I found two good articles on this. We will do some comparison as well, talk a little bit around why it dropped more in detail. They suffered this tremendous loss here just today and lost a staggering of 4,451 points. So the biggest drop in history. It's a lot higher now, so a smaller percentage drop means a larger real drop, if that makes sense. So this 12% drop is the biggest in history, and I will compare this to the nuclear reactor leak and show you how much it dropped during that day. And just these fears on the market of a slowdown in America from an export market and some other things, as you will see, was enough to cause this massive drop. So here, obviously, as just mentioned, fears of a sharp slowdown in the US economy. This is important. Japan is an export nation. They're selling electronics, they're selling cars, for example, Toyota, a Japanese brand. And then this coupled with inflation recently picking up, and then the Bank of Japan increasing interest rates here to contain inflation. That's not a good combo. So strengthening the yen here, even worse for exports. A lot of fears. There were a lot of circuit breakers being triggered to stop trading, to stop the panic selling in this case. But the Nikkei index just continued to tumble throughout the day. So multiple haltings here of the index, but despite this, we saw this 12% drop. And of course, spreading global volatility. Now, just for your entertainment, let's compare this to when we saw a leak from a nuclear plant. Some of the younger ones will not remember this, but back in 2011 here, the Nikkei closes down 10.55%. So 10 something percent the Japanese stock index lost here when the earthquake damaged a nuclear power plant, and this was huge on the news back then. So that caused a 10% drop, and today these fears regarding a slowdown in the global economy and the strengthening of the yen causes a 12% drop. And I want to point out as well that this follows the trend of increased volatility in the stock market with the algorithmic trading as well. We didn't have as much volatility back in 2011 as we had today. So just, a nuclear power plant leaking, truly a black swan event, only caused a 10% drop in the index for the nation back then. Imagine if that was today, the panic and fear that would have caused when we're seeing these types of news here about a global slowdown, about the yen strengthening, causing a 12% drop. So that's some food for thought. It's a great lesson on the rationality of markets and understanding pricing and how real money actually is when assets fluctuate this much in valuations. That's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.